Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Chevy Silverado 1500. That's a half-ton crew cab short bed. It's a 5-liter V8 gas, 4-wheel drive. It's an LS, which is cloth interior. It has 134,655 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in San Jose, California. Nice truck. We just sold an 05 with exactly the same miles, but it was an extra cab, and it was 2-wheel drive. And it was gone in about 10 minutes, so I saw this one. I'm like, this is crew cab, this is 4-wheel drive, this is probably even more truck. Anyway, we get them here, we do an inspection. This is what it looks like. It's really windy right now, so I got my ears in now, so hopefully you don't hear all this wind noise. Anyway, this is what our inspection looks like. We spent about 2 hours figuring out what's going on, driving, in the air, wheels off, etc. It got an AC belt, oil and filter, air filter, battery, front brake pads and rotors, rear pads and rear drums, a windshield, the passenger bed rail cap. You'll see there's 4 pictures before it left California, and that bed rail cap was missing. I don't know, someone probably needed it for theirs. So we got a new one of those. All the shocks were a little squeaky, so it got new shocks. And the drive shaft had a tiny ding in it, so that with about 65, you get a little bit of vibration. And because it's such a clean truck, normally if it was just a regular old truck, we wouldn't have fixed that, but this one looks enough to give it the real deal. So it got a new drive shaft so that would go away. The only thing it needs is tires. The tires are pretty bad. The fronts are so-so, the rears are like slicks. We don't do tires because people always have their own opinions on tires. If we buy some $500 knockoffs that in my opinion are fine, they'll immediately take them off and put on, BFGs or something. So we're out of that business. If you want to get tires before you drive it home, which I'm going to make you do, if you're going to come here and drive it home, you're not leaving this property with those tires and a temporary plate. Those rear tires are not safe and you'll get hurt. So that ain't happening. So if you're going to do that, go to discounttire.com. There's a location over at Prince Road in Oracle. It's about 3 miles away from here. Tell them you're with Wheel Kinetics. Buy some tires over the phone. We'll get them on before you get here. Or before it ships out. Even if you pay by wire and ship out, you can do that. You'll save the taxes. They'll give you a little bit of a discount, maybe 5 or 10%. I would say just get the knockoffs. They're probably $500 or $600 for a set of tires, and you're good to go. They'll be on it before it ships or before you come to drive it home. And then you'll be safe and there's no drama. Okay. Walk around here and show you what's happening here. My brother's already taken this thing for pictures. There's probably 60, anywhere up to 100 pictures in that gallery. And I want you to zoom in on them. There's a little device you can click on. And when you see stuff like this, or this, or this, or these little scratches on the side of the bed here, right here, and here, you can zoom in on them and see them as if your face was 3 inches from the truck. Please use that. See that tire? Not good. Okay? Runs great, drives great, everything works. It's a nice truck, really nice truck. And we know exactly how popular this thing's going to be, which is very. It's going to be very, very, very popular. So whoever's on top of this truck, whoever we agree with on a price, the deposit's $500. Get that deposit in quickly. We just sold an F350 7.3 to a guy in Vegas, and there was another guy on it at the same exact time. And the guy in Vegas pulled the trigger and got his deposit in first, and the guy in New Haven, Connecticut is bent. He is not happy. Thinks it's a scam, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. And the guy in Vegas is going to get a nice truck, and he's not, because he was hemming and hawing. I do want to point out something. This happens a lot on these heated side mirrors on Chevys. If you want a new mirror, these mirrors are expensive with the side marker in them. We can get a knockoff mirror that's manual for 120 bucks, or you can just deal with it. You can still see in it, but that's what happens with those things. The other side's fine. Let's see, we have a remote. There's locked. There's unlocked. I'm gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna open up the hood. We're gonna show you what it's got going on under the hood. This is a pretty truck. What is that? 134,668 miles. I've got some titles in the center console, so I'm going to be using this to drive to the title place here in a second. So that'll be our test drive here in a second. Going to titles. All right, there's your stickers. New battery. Nice and boring under the hood, just the way we like it. All right, hopefully I didn't lock the door like I always do, and I didn't. Hey, hey, hey. Passenger rear window, up and down. Looks great. Back seat looks like no one ever sat in it. That's your passenger front window, door locks. It's a manual seat on this side, which is awesome. That's what I would do if I was custom ordering a truck. Knowing what I know now, I would never have anything but a driver power seat, and I wouldn't have heated seats. Just more to break. In fact, I probably wouldn't even have a driver power seat. This one does have it. But if it was for me, it wouldn't. Driver window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Let's see. Mirrors, out, in, down, up. Other side, out, in, down, up. Let's see, door locks. There's your door locks working. Power seat, forward, back, up, down, perfect. Rear up and down. That works fine. Tilt wheel works fine. Seat bolster looks really good and firm there. That's that. Make sure this armrest is okay, and it is. All right. Let's see. First of all, let's get the seat where it needs to be. There we go. Now the tricky part with the ears in, getting the seatbelt on. This is always fun. All right, there we go. Under the wire and in. There we go. All right, let's see. Radio.
I mean, 10%.
Radio works fine. Radio works fine on all bands. Got a CD changer there. Let's see. There's your air. That's blowing great. That goes down. That's working fine. Up. Down. There we go. Everything's working good there. Defroster. Air conditioning off. On. Recirculating. There you go. All right, let's see. We got tow. That's on and off. All right, let me put it into neutral. Let's go with 4 low. There's 4 low. Put it into drive. That's 4 low and drive. That's definitely 4 low. And there's reverse in 4 low. Reverse. Perfect. That's definitely 4 low. Now let's go to 4 high. And in drive, yeah, that's a little bit more speed in 4 high. And reverse, this thing's quiet. All right, let's go to auto 4-wheel drive. I guess I gotta hit it again. Oh wait, I gotta go to 2-wheel drive first. That's how that works, and then you go like that. I recall. All right, now we're in auto 4-wheel drive. That's drive. Reverse. And neutral. Now we're gonna go to 2-wheel drive. And now we're on. Okay. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to have to call Discount Tire first to get some tires, as I said. If you're going to ship it, I don't really care if you get tires or not, although we will assist with getting it over there and getting it back if you do want to do that. But if you do come here, tires, mandatory. Second, you're going to pay a dock fee of $250, and you're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state sales tax is. If your state sales tax is 5%, then you'll pay 7%. If it's 9%, you'll pay 11%. If it's our Alaska friends who fly down here and drive them 6,000 miles home, their state tax rate is 0. So they pay 2% and $250 dock fee. Okay? Blah, 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 blah. What else? I already gave you the speech on deposit. If you don't get a deposit down on this one, you're a knucklehead, and you're probably going to pay the price. So get your deposit in. All right, there's no sense in going through all the videos and looking at all the pictures and looking at the title that we give you to look at and, you know, telling you what we know about it and agreeing on a price and then having somebody else beat you because you're not sure. If you go through all that, you must be sure. All right, so don't even start going through all that unless you're ready to fire, because you might end up wasting a couple hours of your life. Anyway, let's see, what else? Warranty, obviously, it's got 134,000 miles on it, and it's 10 years old. So it's way out of warranty by miles and year. If the people at Chevy could have given it a 25-year, 300,000 mile warranty, they would have. And they would have sold them for a lot more, and they would have sold a lot of them immediately. Probably all of them immediately. But they didn't, because they didn't know what was going to happen to it after X amount of miles or X amount of years. We don't know more than the people who built it, okay? We don't know if it's going to need an injector tomorrow, or if it's going to need a transmission in a month, or it's going to need nothing ever. Well, it'll need something. Every car dies. But we don't know. So if you're risk averse, if you can't deal with, the day you're getting it, something happening to it, then don't buy it. There's lots of people who know this truck inside and out in the world. We're appealing to them to buy this truck. They know what can go wrong. They're realists. They know that 134,000 miles means that at 134,001, it could need a transmission. And if it does, go get one. Don't call us. Okay, this is a big girl and big boy sport. It's a really nice truck, even with these horrible tires. I'm driving them on these tires because I'm not on the highway. I'm not going to get killed driving it, 10 miles in those bad tires, and I'm not going to tear up the side of the truck. So that's why I'm doing it. If I was on the interstate, I would not be on the interstate with these tires. So anyway, please realize there's some risk in buying anything used. And if you have any problem with risk, don't buy anything used, not a toaster oven, not a lazy boy recliner. And believe me, please don't buy our vehicles. The internet's a big place. This ad will find the right person unless we're really unlucky, okay? And we're very rarely unlucky, because hopefully between the print ads, which we want you to read thoroughly from top to bottom, and the pictures and the video, you'll know what you're buying and the right person will buy it. Okay? It's a nice truck. Obviously. I'm just cruising along and there's nothing going on here. But please go over the ad, and that's it. Thank you very much for your time.